Ricardo Report Recruiting. I am, of course, Chad Ricardo. Joining me today, one of my favorite student athletes in all of the DMV, Centreville's own Mr. Isaiah Ragland. Zay, thank you very much for taking a moment with me here, bro.
How's it going? Appreciate you. Thanks for having me.
Man, I'm doing well. And look, man, when I look back at last year and I look at all of the big time student athletes that I myself and that we had an opportunity to cover, I think that you stand out. I looked at you on the field. You're dynamic behind the line of scrimmage. You are always, you hear this about running backs, right? You're always one step away from taking it to the house. But that's enough of my description. In your opinion, what makes you such a special student athlete?
I think what makes me special is probably my work ethic for sure. I think because I've always been doubted for my size. I'm not the tallest, so I've always
Yeah.
been doubted for my size, and just made me have a chip on my shoulder and just made me want to work harder because I always like bet on myself and just I'm my biggest competitor always. So that's mainly what pushes me. Just compete with myself, knowing that no one else can do what I can do.
I think that you bring up an interesting point there, right? I mean, you talk about your size, and when I look, one of the things that I'm most surprised about, and it's not my place to knock anyone's professions or anything like that, but one of the things that I'm most surprised about is that I look at your tape, I look at you on the field. I believe that you should be a four-star student athlete at the very least, a high three-star student athlete. Are you surprised that the recruiting agencies have not yet shown you the love that I personally believe that you deserve?
I mean, yes and no. I mean, I've been doubted pretty much my whole life. So I mean, a lot of coaches, to answer your question on that or to respond to that, a lot of coaches don't really, I'm not really highly recruited because my size, and it's like my film, I guess they say my film doesn't show enough, so they want to see me in person, I guess. So I mean, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know.
Is it frustrating for you?
Is it for,
Again, because for any of us that watch you play and see you do your thing, like we see you getting it done on the highest stages. So is this frustrating for you?
frustrating for sure? I think it's frustrating till it's like what else do I really need to do? It just makes me work harder. I mean, it shows I still got more to prove. There's still a reason why I'm not where I should be at. There's something I'm
Yeah.
still missing, so I just got to keep working, keep going at it.
when you've when you've spoken to coaches, either in-house at Centerville or trainers or you know what I'm saying, or the college coaches, what do they say to you? What do they want more of? Because again, I see it on the tape and I gotta imagine that they do too. What do they want more of?
Um, they say speed. They say speed and size.
Really?
Yeah, they say speed and
Okay.
size. They say they love my film, but they want to come. The what they say a lot is they love my film. This is the line every time. They love my film, but they want to see me work out in person. And then when they get
Okay.
to see me in person, they're like, "Oh, you're bigger than like what I thought you would be." And it's like, I mean, thank you. So I mean, I don't know. It's a lot. It's still a lot of doubt. Oh, a lot of
I
doubt.
got you.
Still gotta wake some
I got
people up.
I know that recently you've had an opportunity to take a visit out there to UMass. The recruiting prospects are beginning to heat up for
Mm-hmm.
you. What has that been like, and what is the rest of the summer going to look like for you in terms of camps, etc.?
The visit to UMass was good. It was a lot of. I felt like home. I love the coaches. The coaches there. One of the first ones to take a chance on me. First ones to offer
Hmm.
me, and so I love that. I would definitely take that into consideration, for sure. As it goes for camps, I'm probably head down to North Carolina, go to NC State, Wake Forest, because those are my two schools I really look at to educationally and sports wise. I both love those schools, and I might head up to Pitt too. I've talked to them a little bit, and might head down to Tech, just some Virginia schools and North Carolina schools. That's where I want to head down to for sure.
Sure. When you take a look at your next step, what is it that you're looking for in a school in an ideal situation?
Um, a coach that believes in me, honestly, because I mean, like you even noticed, like a lot of coaches haven't really offered me, not really like showed any interest in me, really, because of my size and
It's
stuff.
a shot.
Yeah.
It's a damn shame to be honest with you, but go ahead.
So I think
Yeah.
I think just a coach that trusts me and believes in me and puts his faith in me to show what I can do on the field. That's what's really what I'm gonna consider when going to the school and next level.
For all of those college coaches out there that are watching this right now, because again, I do believe that this is just the start for you and that your whole platform is about to take off. So for all of the coaches that are watching this right now, who is Isaiah Ragland? Why should they be believing and giving you a shot?
I think Isaiah Ragland is probably one of the hardest worker, if not the hardest worker you can get, because he's been doubted his whole life. He will give you everything he got, no matter what the circumstance is. He will push. He won't be outworked, and he always bets against himself.
What kind of teammate are you?
Teammate, definitely a leader. Never knock anyone down. Always push when things get down. That's one thing I really believe in. I always pray before a game. I'm always like, prayer that I always say is, help me lead the team when the team gets down. Help us keep our head up, because I mean, your games aren't gonna be perfect, and your true leader aspects come when you're down. So when you're down, it's always good to be picked up, and I like to be that person to pick everyone up when we're down.
I get you out of here on this. Again, last year was a dynamic season for you. It's amazing to me that you got a whole nother year. When I start laying out my player of the year candidates, you're going to be number one. Great year last year. What should we expect out of Isaiah Ragland in Centreville this coming senior season?
Twice as much as what I did last year. Twice as hard as I worked last year. Twice as humble. Just stay to myself and just keep working and just try to do what I did last year, because I was competing against myself, like I've been saying.
That's what's up. That's what's up. College coaches out there, give this young man a second and third look. You won't be disappointed. Ricardo report, bruh.